People come in all shapes and sizes. Occasionally, we come across shocking humans that defy what we consider the norm. These people are born with conditions that set them apart from others and make them struggle more with their existence. However, despite the odds stacked against them from birth, some exceptional ones have managed to work towards living a normal life, and their stories are amazing. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching. At number 10, Valeria Lukyanova. Born on the 23rd of August of 1985, Valeria Lukyanova is one of the most bizarre people to ever exist. This Ukrainian model is said to have embarked on a journey to look exactly like Barbie. So she got to work by using makeup and contact lenses to boost her image as the Barbie figure. Aside from having breast implants, every other part of Valeria Lukyanova is real. Rumors and some authentic sources have confirmed that she was able to achieve her slim and natural body through daily workouts and a unique form of dieting over the years. With a narrow waist of 18.5 inches and a chest and hips measured at 33.9 inches, Valeria Lukyanova's body structure is so unique that even supermodels have a hard time catching up. Aside from having a unique body structure, Valeria Lukyanova is also married to a wealthy man who is known for advocating for the belief in esterosism, and Valeria Lukyanova herself has claimed several times that she often experiences her body leaving her soul to the celestial world in order to receive deep revelations. Number 9. John Chris Carl Quirante. John Quiss was born with a rare condition that makes him have more teeth than the average human. At 4 months old, Carl already had 4 unprecedented teeth. And by the time he was 6 years old, his parents took him to a dentist where they found out he had over 180 teeth, with the numbers still increasing. In 2016, Carl's teeth were operated on. After the surgery, 49 teeth were removed from Carl's mouth, and at that point, doctors were able to ascertain that Carl had a rare condition known as hyperdontia. Further operations were carried out on Carl, and at some point he was diagnosed with an enlarged heart. He underwent an operation thanks to funds from donors, but a few months after, he was rushed back for treatment because he had a swollen face. 80 teeth were discovered on Carl's face and 150 in his mouth, with more to come. To date, Carl is still living with the condition and is expected to undergo further oral surgery to remove hundreds of teeth to keep the condition at bay. Number 8. Jackson Buell. Jackson Buell was born in the U.S. like every other baby. However, his birth was significant and unique because he was born without a brain. Nicknamed Jackson Strong for his strong will to live despite his birth deformation, his family said he passed away at 5. Speaking about the demise of his son, Jackson's father said his son's death had nothing to do with COVID-19. He said Jackson's life ended like every other child born with his condition. He also said the family knew Jackson would die at an early stage, but the only problem was that they didn't know exactly when. Born in Orlando, Florida, Jackson was born with a condition known as microhydranencephaly, a rare condition that affects brain development. Despite losing 80% of the critical aspects of his brain, doctors were not expecting him to live beyond 1 year old, but he defied the odds, living to see his 5th birthday. At number 7, Nyok. Imagine not being able to sleep for a week. Weird, right? Well, this may not be close to anything weird for Nyok. Nyok made it to our list of the weirdest people on Earth because this Vietnamese insomniac has not been able to sleep for 30 good years. We know it's tough to believe, but he really does exist. It's so funny that despite not closing his eyes during this period, he is still active and goes to the farm like every other person without showing any signs of someone who has not slept at all over the last 3 decades. At number 6, Tom Staniford. Tom Staniford is a cyclist by profession, but what brought him into the limelight is his rare genetic mutation known as MDP syndrome. According to medical research, this rare condition has made him lose weight beyond normal because his body cannot store fat under his skin and his feet. Despite not having any signs of obesity, Tom Staniford also suffers from type 2 diabetes because the fat level in his body is equivalent to someone having obesity. But he's not giving up on himself as of yet. He's a well-known cyclist and continues to live a normal life. And according to his bio, he's currently a law and French degree holder despite his condition. Number 5. Baby Chanko. Baby Chanko was born in Japan, and she's become an internet celebrity, not because of her Japanese heritage, but because of her uncommonly luscious and thick hair. Baby Chanko has more than 100,000 followers on her Instagram handle, and with the looks of things, her popularity on the social media giant shows no sign of slowing down. Number 4. Arfa Karim. Born in Pakistan in 1995, Arfa Karim burst into international prominence after she became the world's youngest Microsoft-certified professional. She got the certification when she was 9 years old and held the record for the youngest winner of the prestigious President Awards for Pride Performance in her native country when she was 10. Her dad works in the military while her mom is a full-time housewife. Arfa Karim passed and won a tough Microsoft contest in 2004. According to a family source, Arfa Karim wrote her first poem when she was 5, and when her father noticed her high interest in computer-related tasks, he bought her a computer. The computer initiated her interest in IT-related fields. Unfortunately for young Arfa, she died of a cardiac arrest on the 14th of January back in 2012 at 16 years of age. In her honor, their positive contribution to the development of IT, the Pakistani government immortalized her memory with the establishment of the Arfa Karim Technology Park in Lahore. At number 3, Kim Goodman. Would you have ever believed that anyone could pop out their eye sockets by 12 millimeters? While this might be a difficult task for many, it's not the same for Kim Goodman. This woman has the largest eyeballs in the world. According to her, she was not born that way, and she only discovered that she could pop out her eye sockets by 12 millimeters after she was hit by a heavy object on her head. Kim can pretty much control her eyes and pop them out on cue. Because of her eye socket popping, she's become known internationally, and in 2004, she was inducted into the Guinness World Book of Records during their 50th anniversary as one of the top 10 feats of all time. Number 2. Baby Abigail Rose Butler. Baby Abigail Rose Butler's story is a miracle, because when her mom, U.S. Republican Senator Representative Jamie Herrera Butler, was 5 months into her pregnancy, she was told that the baby Abigail Rose didn't have any kidneys. That was a serious case with less of a chance of surviving. According to doctors, Abigail had Potter syndrome. This meant that the baby was not producing sufficient amniotic fluid, which meant her organs would not develop properly. The family had 2 choices: keep the baby or terminate. They chose to fight, and luckily, a doctor from Johns Hopkins University helped them out by performing an unconventional procedure that revitalized Abigail's organs. Months after her birth, she was lucky that her father was a perfect match for a kidney transplant, saving the family the stress of looking for a kidney match. And at number 1, Gujarat's Nilanchi Patel. Nicknamed the epithet of Gujarat's Rapunzel, Gujarat Nilanchi Patel is an Indian citizen, and she holds the Guinness World Book of Record as the teenager with the longest hair. For Gujarat, she didn't grow up having long hair. The journey started when she was 6, and the hairdresser had to reduce her hair. Not satisfied with her new look, she cried and asked the hairdresser to restore her hair. It was at this point that her mother promised her that she would assist her in growing her hair back to its former status. Since then, she has consistently not cut her hair for more than 1 decade. For Patel, keeping her hair this long requires a series of processes. When she leaves the house, she must ensure that the hair is well packed to avoid it trailing behind her on the floor. Of course, she needs help with the hair packing. She also relies on her mother to lush her hair after every unique pattern, and it takes her about 30 minutes to dry her hair, a rate that is way higher for an average woman's hair. In total, she spends nothing less than 2 hours whenever she's treating her hair, excluding the time taken for special hair arrangements. And with that, we'll end today's video. Which unusual person did we miss out on this list? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like, and don't forget, turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Thanks for watching.